Bam I say.
He does. He does say, "Hi guys, welcome back. It's Alien Day."
Did you watch the show Alien Nation? I didn't, but I know it was quite liked at the time by those that bothered to watch it.
I never watched. No, I did not.
Me either. But speaking of you either, guys, Stuart is doing a mostly full live today, but not quite. So if you want to get your ranked in, you got to put him in early, because he will go until like. So put it in early.
Hour and a half. That's how long I'll be
Exactly.
here. Are you sticking around for 2 hours?
Probably not.
Okay.
This is I had 5.5 hours of video call today.
I know.
This will be hour 6 and 7. So I would like to be quiet after this.
So an hour and a half it is for the live.
I mean, if you guys are throwing shit, I'll stay. But like, you have to be really like feces dodging. Thank you.
Be monkeys, throw your shit.
And write Shakespeare.
Yeah.
Both can be done.
Yeah.
So what's the rules today, Stuart? Before I start sharing.
Well, the rule is everyone has to hit like. But no, we're covering alien ships, any ship that is not human centric. So if it's an alien or if it's a artificial intelligence type culture, robotic, don't care. We're going to look at the ships and rank them because we haven't done a ranking video in a while. So we are here to do that.
Yeah, and as always, as we said on those previous ones, the context is super important. We've had ones where this could have been an S, but in this specific ranking, it pains us to make it a C, etc. So when you add things like every ship and then the Enterprise can come in, it's gonna make everything that might have been an A look like a B. We're biased. So in just Aliens, where the weird shapes are going to exist and just be weird, then maybe it'll be up on the list. And I think we do a lot of these, or have done a lot of these, where you guys bring similar styles of ship. And this is a great challenge of thinking of truly alien designs and actually making us judge and think and compare when you wouldn't always put those in previous ones. So that I think could be quite interesting, but as ever, it's up to you guys.
What would you say?
Says, I don't know what ship is at the top of the thumbnail.
Thumbnail. That is from Halo. That's one of the various Covenant style ships. We've done a video on not necessarily that exact one, but very, very similar that one because they're not that. I mean, the big ones aren't that different, and that is like city length, big. All right, I'll start sharing. See you in a mo.
But I'm not a Mo. I'm a Stu. Hit the like button, guys. Do all the things you need to do. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you click the notification bell icon. Join the channel. There's a join button or a join option down there on YouTube, or you can head over to Patreon/Trekyards to support us on a monthly basis. Lots of ways to support the channel, including super chatting. Super chat during these lives. Pick a ship. Let us know the ship, and we will definitely cover that. You can also send a PayPal, which we get more of because it doesn't skim 30% off the top like YouTube does. So if you want to send a PayPal, so you can send it to trekyards@hotmail.com, and that supports us more directly, and we appreciate that as well. So anything you can do, just comment, let us know what ships you want us to look at. If you disagree with ships that we have ranked, you can move them up or down the chart, or side to side on this chart, as the case may be. And yeah, $5 super chat can slide a ship up or down one position. So keep that in mind. If we rank something that you really like and we didn't rank it to your specifications or your likes, we can make changes like that. So please consider that as well. Also, there are links down below to the Teespring and the TeePublic store in the description of every video, so check those out. Just clicking the link and looking around, buying stuff, whether it's Trekyards related or not, helps us out immensely.
And it all adds up.
It does.
Speaking of, join us for this week's review, both Stuart's and mine, because I have no expectations about this next one, so therefore it could be amazing, right? Because I think they've like you often say, they front load trailers, some of the stuff. There's not much left really in the trailers, which is exciting.
Telephones on the Enterprise.
Telephones and the laser beam lady doorway thing.
Yes.
Patel, there you go. So
I think that might be this next episode, if I'm honest.
I don't want it to be just because it's rushed, but also if it's rushed, we'd get on with it and do the next thing. So I'm I'm on two minds about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Well, I will throw in one. There already is one there, but a debatey one to start with. But as you guys know, this is generated by you all. We go where you want us to.
You steer the ship.
Yes. Very much. I want to throw in the first one because this it's so funny as like an alien ship because you could debate it isn't, in the sense of in the sense of, well, they're humanoids. It's like, yes, they are, but they're robots. But also they're not human. So like, I don't know. I think you could argue it's not, although it is. But you could argue it's not. So
I
yeah.
don't think anybody knows what we're talking. Oh, there we go.
No, I was doing it.
That's good.
I was doing
Okay, I was gonna say. Um, yeah. So this is one of the Cylon base ships from the new BSG.
which is not new because it's 20 years old now, and that's the irony of the new one, 20 years old.
But it's still new, and
Yeah,
it's not 20 years ago because that makes me feel old.
Yep, I was there. I remember.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's a very. I've never been a fan of the new Battlestar Galactica designs. When they like the Viper Mark II and stuff like that, I think are great. But sorry, Eric Chu. I know I spent a lot of time with you and when I was in Vancouver, but I hate your ship. Um, the new Viper's not so great. This is, I think, I don't know if you designed this one or not. Um,
I thought he designed everything in some form, but I
he
could be
might have. He
mistaken.
might have. Yeah.
Hmm.
This is one of the better ones for me because it is a base ship. It's huge. And I still prefer the OG base ship designs, if I'm honest. But this one is very unique. Basically, two arrowheads facing in different directions, just kind of slapped together. And it kind of gives the vibe of like an organic thorn or thistle type thing.
I've never
Um,
thought that. That's a really interesting point. A thorn in your
yeah,
side. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Um, so I mean, it's all right. It's got a very unique look and shape, and it does look quite menacing. So that's good. The original base stars were more um, city-like, I guess. They're just uniform shape. This is too, to a degree, but yeah, it just doesn't excite me in any kind of particular way. Although it is just alien enough, like, and it's made by robots that built by humans. It's fine. It's a very interesting design, is
How
what I'll say.
what do you think you could do to it to make it work better for you? I was gonna say pop, but that might be the right word. What would actually elevate it for you? Do you think? I know it's a
Hmm.
big question, but we've sort of had this discussion before, but never like what would you do next?
Possibly add just more spikes to have it be more similar to the original base
As in the
stars.
big spikes or like mini spikes on the whole?
Big spikes. Just have more
Oh, okay.
around instead of just the
Oh,
three,
okay.
because then it would be more reminiscent of the original
Hmm.
Cylon base stars. But I mean, that overcomplicates things and then just probably start to look silly. The simplicity of this is quite interesting, although I don't know why it would be designed this way from the Cylon's point of view. Like three is a very important number to the Cylons, at least it used to be. Um,
And if you recall, it also spins.
slowly, yes.
Well, sure. No. I mean the whole thing. The thing locked into place when it goes in nuke mode.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
So that
yeah,
was the
yeah,
whole thing in one of the movies. I mean, we never thought we could do it, and then it suddenly did, and then it
yeah,
becomes a double prong. So that was a thing.
yeah. I mean, that's a cool feature. Let's be honest.
Hmm.
The original base stars just slowly spun all the time.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
yeah, it's all right. It's an odd one to start out with, I think.
I want to throw an odd one, right? Because there's the thing. It is not. You don't think it was Alien. It's BSG, but it absolutely would count.
Does this actually count as a ship? Because this is a base star. This is
Oh
technically a
yeah,
star base.
yeah,
It's a mobile star base, man.
yeah. They fly as a ship.
They
Uh,
fly now?
no, they die now, then come back.
Before you get into your spiel about it, Olivia throws in $5.
Thank you.
Sam, I missed you. I will have to aim better next time.
Ah,
I've been missing him for 11 years. One day I'll get it.
I feel like you must have thrown some food at me sometime, though.
Food? No, I would
Yeah.
never waste food on you.
Okay. You know what? I don't know. I must be just because Vegas is happening right now, which obviously we're not at because we're here. But the
Yeah.
you know, we had a few. Had too many times, but the cheese steak rolls from the place.
Yeah.
Really, that was one of the best meals we had. I think just that cheese steak thing.
Those cheesesteaks were really good.
Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm missing Vegas. I'm seeing all the pictures and I'm like, fucking hate all of you. Delete. Have fun. Sorry I can't be there.
Block.
See you next year.
Block. Yeah. Yeah. Although
Yeah.
I didn't realize like when this is like Tuesday.
Yeah, it's 5 days this
Wednesday.
year. So it starts on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Wow. Because I'm
Yeah,
like
it's going to be 5 days next year too. So we're going to be there a day longer.
Wow. It both de-stresses and re-stresses. More to do, but more time to do it in.
Yeah.
How much of the event last time did I just stand wait for Terra Metalis? It was going to be a solid hour and 20 minutes.
That was on a Sunday. That was
Yeah.
on a Sunday.
Solid hour and 20 minutes, and you were there for a good half an hour of that.
Yeah.
A moral support, even though it's super chat your thoughts, guys. Well, no, your suggestions. Yeah, for me, I mean, I like this one a lot. I think part of it is you can kind of see in this model, but the texturing is really interesting and really good. Like, it always looked good in every show after the first season, because when Pierre Droulet redid it, he really, like, upped the quality. It's just so unusual, it has such a tangibility to the rendering, that it's just super unique. Like, what else in all sci-fi looks like this and feels like this? Right? If it was chrome, fair enough. If it was shiny, fair. But it's such an oddity, like all the inner details. It's so unique that I quite like it. And there's a few really good episodes of it doing a few things, and obviously, you know, massacre a species is quite dramatic. And it's sort of underused a little bit, but then they get a hero version in season 3 with the rebellion people, so you kind of get a bit more with it, which is fun. You're seeing it in the middle of the fleet is always surreal, etc. So it's really distinct, and I you know, BSG 2004, they had such good art design in general across the board, from, you know, Colonial 1 to the Raptor. It's just really solid designs that are like, they stand up beautifully today without any changes. Like even if this is too simple for you, it's still a good design, even if it's too simple, right? You could improve it, you could do more things to it, but it's like, it still works really well, as does the original version making its way into the show. Is it simplicity a problem in this sort of ranking? Maybe, but I like it. What would you say without any sort of preconceived, like, because this is ranking good alien designs, and we have nothing on the board yet, right? So contrast is going to be important. I don't know what people are going to give us, because their definition of rank of alien. So where would you put it on this instinctive list right from the get-go?
For its odd, kind of unsettling appearance, because it kind of gives an unsettling, like, something's not right about this.
I like
I'd
that.
probably give this at least a B.
Okay.
Because yeah, it's definitely an oddity. It's not reminiscent of like something that we wouldn't consider building, really, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. Something about it's just a little
alien,
off-putting. Alien, that is the word.
Yeah. You know, I think in this sort of list, I will agree with you with B, because there's going to be lots better. I don't know what yet. So I could argue it higher depending on what we have, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like my original thought was A, because it's so alien-like, but then I'm like, no, I'm gonna temper that, because there's a lot of really cool alien designs. So
yeah, because I was for value, I like it. It would be an A, but that's not the design language. So I was kind of like high B, low A. But yeah, start fair and let's see. Okay, cool. I like it. Good start. We've got a couple coming in. Put in if you guys can, and give us some variety. You know, and as I said, Stuart is leaving in just over an hour, so now's the time.
Indeed. And I'll never come back. Matt
You heard it here
Yarrington, though.
first, guys.
Matt Yarrington, $5. The Harvester Attacker Agile Fighter from Independence Day. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, these things are very cool, I think. I love the detailing on them. It's kind of got, it honestly gives me like a Stargate vibe, if I'm honest. It kind of has like Egyptian type markings on it, which it's reminiscent of a beetle. It's got the little pincers at the front. To be fair, you could like reskin this, recolor it, and it could be a cool little Ferengi shuttle. Let's be honest.
Kind of like an attack shuttle, not fighter, like an
Yeah,
attack shuttle. Yeah. Great.
yeah. Um, very agile, very maneuverable. We get to see it flying through a canyon, being chased by an F-18, or actually, sorry, chasing the F-18 and shooting at it. So, and durable. It hits that cliff and bounces. So,
And proceeds to go into space and do its mission. Not a single fuck given.
yeah, well, they don't use this one though. They use the one that they've had at Area 51
Oh, okay. You're right. You're
for
right.
40 years.
Ignore me. I've only
Yeah,
seen the
yeah.
film 5 or 6 times.
That was my next point. That they have one at Area 51 for 40 years, and it's
Okay.
come alive now that the alien
That's
tech
fair.
has come by, and they take it up to the base ship. I mean, to see these in dogfights with modern day fighters is very cool. You can tell who the bad guys are. Um, yeah, I think it's a really interesting, cool design. Again, it's got that organic vibe like the other one did. It kind of had like a sea creature vibe. This has more of like,
Beetle, you're right.
or a crustacean, like
Mhm.
a crab or something. Yeah.
How does it compare? Well, not the same by any means. It gives off similar vibes to the Stargate Death Glider, at
Yeah.
least the early version.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like if I didn't know any better, I might say
Yeah.
Stargate if shown this picture.
Guys, put in some more Stargate ships. You know, I guys love Stargate. Not all about Stargate. Throw in the Death Glider. You know.
Yeah.
Just saying. Stargate
But
ships.
no, just the detailing and stuff on it really adds to it, I think. If it was just a smooth hull, it wouldn't be as good, I don't think.
Oh,
But
100%. Yeah, 100%.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's got an exquisiteness to it.
and it's a great miniature. And look
Yeah.
great in the film. I mean, it's hard to not see Stargate in it, right? It's so stylistically vibing while not actually being similar, so it's kind of a funny one in that regard. Yeah, it's a good design. It doesn't have the same personality to me as Death Glider because it feels more like UFO. Death Glider feels more like Alien Fighter. It's a distinction in my head, but does that make sense?
Yeah.
There's something about this as UFO, which works in the context of the show, 100%, but it doesn't quite push the boundaries into like a great design for me. That said, a very simple shape, lovely details. It feels very consistent. I remember the bridge being, or the cockpit being pretty cool. It looks great in fights. Like I have nothing to say bad against it, and it's definitely there are some other ships people are going to say hopefully where they're low end CG or animated where the details are so limited, and this has gorgeous details. So it's going to but I'm not excited by it, while I do respect it greatly. So my gut is somewhere in the sea.
I'd be fine with the sea.
Where were you angling?
I was thinking around, yeah, I was thinking low B, high C.
Because I feel like it was
So,
seeing B, but like, you know,
yeah.
yeah.
Looking at it now too, it could easily be a Dominion ship as well. Another
Oh
kind
yeah.
of attack fighter.
Make the areas glow purple. 100%. 100%. And Dale
Yes.
says he's Romulan. Yeah. Which is kind of odd that it's like a not Schrodinger, Rorschach ship.
Yeah.
20 votes in the poll. Can we get 25 votes so we do a new poll question? The question was, in sci-fi shows and TV, do you overall prefer the alien or human ships? And there was a clear winner, but maybe you can turn the tides somehow.
Enough people vote. Yes. Speaking of, I mean, more people voted than hit like. We only have 17 likes. We can get 20. Come on. Let's be awesome.
Tut,
Let's
tut.
be awesome together.
We're
Dan
awesome
Ben.
this together.
Dan Ben, 2 pounds.
Ah.
Stargate Atlantis Wraith Cruiser.
Mm-hmm. This one, be worth if you like looked at other views as well, because it's kind of, it's kind of a 3D ship. But you've seen Stargate, so I'm assuming you vaguely remember the shapes.
Yeah, but yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Um, hmm.
I mean, do you remember the ship at all? Because it's not in Atlantis all the time. It's in a good chunk, but
I
is it?
can't say as I really. I remember
Yeah.
the overall look, but I don't
Do you want
remember
me to go
specifically.
first? You can do some googling.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, Wraith Cruiser, introduced in season 2 at the start to complement the Wraith hive ships, because hive ships are these giant carriers, and cruisers do almost everything else, which is a-okay. It is a not actually that big ship when you break down the scale, the true scale anyway.
Mm.
Fun sort of organic design, very straightforward and as a shape, but then they kind of grooved it and detailed it to give it some interest with some other great sort of three-quarter views if you see the show, the undershots and such.
Mm.
Not super intimidating, and it gets less so the longer we get in the show, but you need frigates, you need cruisers that do things that are entirely dwarfed by the hive ship, which I do like more a lot more. This is I think a fine design, and it's great in the show, and it serves its purpose very well, but it's not quite the same, I think, artistic spark as both the Dart and the hive ship have. This is a good design, but not the same. Oh, for me.
Yeah. This is one I really like the shape of, if I'm honest. I just looked at an orthos of it and the
Mm,
trailing things back,
yep.
the way the engines are situated. But all that being said, with this design language and shape, this could just be the next iteration of the Concorde. Like this is something that shape wise could
Right.
feel very human.
Oh, I
But
see.
the
Yeah.
detailing on it and the cutting into it and stuff like that definitely adds to the alienness. But I really like this design. I think it's very imaginative and creative, and
Hmm.
while pretty standard for like, because it could be an X-plane, it could be a fighter, it could be, like I said, a Concorde, it could be something like that very easily, which is very human-esque. They did a good job of aliening it up, and I love the color scheme, the pattern on it. So yeah, this is a good one. I like this one.
Okay. I just think it doesn't have, I guess, the spark of extra for me. Like, it's so cohesive and nice, but it's missing something. I don't know what. 'Cause it was never a hero ship except once, and it wasn't. Where are you gonna vote on it? What do you think?
Just for my preference of the design, I'd say probably an A, but the way you were talking, I
Okay.
think you want to put it lower. So where do you think it should go, and we'll compromise?
I was gonna say high C because there's a lot better ones, but I'm not gonna disagree with liking Stargate, so we'll go to a B, and I'll be happy for a Stargate bump.
Yeah, B's good. B's good for now.
Okay, hey, good for Stargate, and Stargate's some great designs, so throw them in and let's discuss. Because Stuart's seen Stargate, but doesn't mean he's not Trekyards Stargate,
It's
which
one I
is
need to rewatch for sure and
yeah,
pay more attention this time.
absolutely fair. Very
All right.
nice.
Next up, we got Olivia, $5.
Who?
Gantu's ship from Lilo and Stitch animation.
Uh-huh. We're just waiting for the interesting ones. I haven't seen the first
Uh,
film in so long. Just did you see the new one? Because I did not rush the cinema to see it, and therefore I've not
I
seen it.
have I have not seen it yet either.
I've heard mixed things.
Yeah, we do want to watch it, but haven't got around to it. So
It's definitely a streaming experience.
yeah, so this is typical any 90s cartoon or anime kind of vibe. Uh, fins for the sake of fins because it looks cool. Has a kind of Buck Rogers 1950s vibe to it, but it's a small ship. It's a one person or one creature type deal. Kind of works. It's not anything that I would ever consider putting on a list like this, but
So thank you, Olivia. That's why you're here.
yes,
We want people
exactly.
to have the interesting ones.
It's certainly alien in its design, but the color scheme just makes it feel. This is kind of stupid to say, but cartoony because it is a cartoon.
And, as soon as you said color, I thought it's a bumblebee.
Yeah, it's kind of got that vibe for sure.
I mean, sure, it has some
Especially with the little
similitude.
wings thing at the
Yeah.
back, right?
It's funny, it's hard to judge a thing like this. I think it's actually very well designed for a cartoon movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it feels very cohesive and neat. But it's only going to have so much detail because it's a cartoon movie. So it's a hard thing to judge. But I think for a design, it actually works really well. I have nothing to complain about, really. It's cohesive and neat. Is it doing anything special? Not really. But all the shapes work. Could it be designed by humans in a Halo movie? Yes, except a bit out of proportion. So it's a tricky one for me because it does work, but does work plus good mean the same thing? You know?
Probably give it a D, just because not that I hate it.
Hmm.
It's just compared to the other stuff here that
Yeah,
I don't know, something about the softness of the design, like just being rounded the way it is.
yeah, I see what you mean by that. Well, yeah, if you're going by, I do prefer the Independence Day ship quite a bit. So definitionally, yes. I don't know if I'd have said a gut D. I would have probably said a gut C, but it is definitely better than the worst Independence Day one. So that does make sense. Unless you disagree, Olivia, I want to jump it for another 5, as you know is the rules.
Yes, you can move them up or down a tier with a $5 super chat.
Hmm. Interesting. Good. I mean, great
Mhm.
suggestion though. And it's nice when you get a list where it's not a bad thing to be in D. You know, it's just not as good a thing. Yeah.
Yeah, well, exactly. Not an awful design at all. Just yeah. Let's see. We got Sergeant Montgomery, $2.
Good to see you.
Stargate Atlantis Aurora class battleship. Which faction is this?
The ancients. So those that built
Mm.
Atlantis.
This feels very much like a kind of Battlestar Galactica fleet vibe, if I'm honest. Uh, it's got a lot of greeblies, a lot of detailing, just like the Galactica, like the old school Galactica. That front end is very reminiscent of many other ships we've seen over the years. That kind of like,
And we've seen a few ships.
yeah, it's fair to say. I do like the asymmetry of it with the one pod thing on the one side. That's cool. And it's not the typical brick in space that bothers me. There's not antennas everywhere, But I like the greebly details. It definitely gives a sense of scale, like it's a large ship. Simplistic enough shape or shapes combined together, which break up the overall look. So yeah, I think it's a very successful design.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. It raises above into be something a little bit better. And it's hard to express exactly why. It just kind of does. Right? It just kind of works. Yeah, it's
That,
oh, sorry.
I was gonna say, all that being said, it feels very human in its design language. There's
Really?
nothing there's nothing that really stands out as super alien to me. It just feels like something that you see in a lot of sci-fi as like a human ship
Hmm.
for like long
Ah,
range or
see now
something.
you're adding an interesting predicament. Are we now reviewing are we reviewing the design compared to all the things submitted, or as the alien? We can't just review aliens, right? Sure, that's it's got to be the design of the chosen batch. But
Yeah, it's a good question.
that's an interesting one. Yeah, I think one thing that makes it feel probably human-y is a lack of glows. A Stargate's not known for glows, but it feels industrial. It feels robust. It feels armored. And yes, the shapes
Yeah.
are a bit weird. Like none of them are quite what you associate human design being. Yeah, certainly it's more grounded in that way. And I love this is like a fan render from like 15 years ago. It's like the most famous render of the ship because there's never really clean one in the show. Yeah, I've always liked it. It's always been interesting, underused for sure. Although knowing firsthand the model's a bitch to work with. It's a very high detail model because Greebles, right? The sets are
Mm.
good. What it can do is great, and this thing could wreck shop. It could launch like 500 drones, all of which can go through shields, which therefore mean one hit on careful point can do kablooey, right? So it's very, very capable. Uh, what have we got in What are we looking at to compare with?
Lots of stuff.
So says he can barely hear me. Has something changed, guys? Has something changed? Can you barely hear me? Let us know.
I should be able to hear him because he upped his volume before we started.
Yeah, I'm
Um, sorry, you were asking me what?
if you can just make it small to compare, because it is a personal I rather
Oh,
enjoy, but maybe not for the reasons we're going for today. So the question is, do you enjoy it more than the Wraith and the BSG?
I really like the design of the race ship, and
Yeah,
I would have put it in A, but we compromised. So,
yeah.
um, I'm perfectly happy to put this in A because I do like this design still. But judging alien ships, it doesn't feel
But it's an
particularly
alien.
alien.
It's fine.
I know, I know. We could put it. I'm fine with putting it in A. That's kind of where I want to put it.
Okay, do it. Yeah, cool. Shadow, you're
Cool.
welcome. Did nothing, so you must have reset. 'Cause I did nothing, but thank you for telling. Cool. All right, sweet. Don't think Aurora would get that high, but I like it.
Olivia, $5.
Oh,
Federation ship. No, not that one. The
what?
Federation ship
Oh,
from Lilo and Stitch.
oh yeah, that one.
Yeah, this
I
ship
remember now.
looks a lot like the people that are on board. And it's very whale-like. It's got the markings and patterning of a sea creature for sure. I actually really like this. This feels something that you'd see like in um maybe the Fifth Element, like the
Yeah,
Flotsam Paradise. It has that kind of
Fluston
giant
Paradise.
giant ship vibe. I like all the thrusters on it. I like the organic shape, honestly. It feels a little, again, cartoony in that it's kind of truncated and squished. Like it's almost meant to be cute. Whereas you could take this design and like make it real world and have it kind of look a little more menacing. But I kind of like this design, if I'm honest. So yeah,
Well, yeah, I agree. It's one of those things where we've often, and it seems illogical in a way, like given such credit for such simple design sometimes. But sometimes simple works, and sometimes it's the culmination of it that wins. So I agree. It's not doing very much, but I feel like they made a lot of interesting choices to get here. So it works pretty
yeah,
darn well. It looks a bit like they're very animated because I can see this right out of Wally. Like they got the floating chairs. If this was like a leisure
yeah.
craft that go off to the side, I could see that
Uh,
being in a sort of pleasure fleet kind of thing.
Leisure Fleet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and it's funny because if you moved any single detail, it would be far more dull. Remove the striping, remove the windows, it would be much more dull. So the fact that all of them kind of keeps it going. That said, not my favorite. What are you thinking? Because I like it, but it doesn't like inspire me. What are you thinking?
I'm probably thinking a C for this one. I like it better than the other Lilo and Stitch
Yeah.
one that's in D for sure.
Yep. 100%. 100%. I would agree with you fully. And sometimes a cohesive design language is all you need.
Yes.
All right,
All
guys, got
right.
another 45 minutes. Would love to get another 10 more, so throw them in. I mean, give us some S's, right? Because this is very interesting. Like, we're spreading the board right now, so give us some S's. Yeah, I mean, I
Yes.
agree that the Chigs fighter, Orville's human, but there's definitely a lot of alien races in Orville.
Yeah, the Mocklin ships are cool. So are the
Uh-huh.
Krills.
But we can't look at it without you guys sponsoring us. That's how that works. We don't make the.
Well, we do make the rules. Yeah.
Yes.
Sean Walslau Holden.
Thanks so much.
$2. OG Cylon base ship from Battlestar Galactica 1978. So we got the new one on here. Now we got the OG.
A little bit of contrast.
Yeah, this is definitely the one I prefer. It just feels tankier. It feels more menacing to
Tank's a
me.
great way of saying that. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah. You got dedicated like launch bays with like landing areas, basically the cutouts are where the ships come go in and out. Um, like I said earlier, they're always rotating. There's always something going on with them. Very slow, but uh, yeah, it feels like a huge city or starbase in space. It's got the spotlighting, which I don't know if the Cylons would necessarily do. I don't know if the original really had that in the show because they were
I
more
doubt
well.
it. I
They
strongly
were more
doubt it.
well. Yeah, they're more well lit in the show. This is more like a rendering, but
Well, this is Rob Bonshoon's model. I know it well, which he did for the
oh
show, and then he improved for later things, which it was great.
yeah.
Like the fact that it's that close. Although
Mhm.
obviously, Rob, and we love you to bits. Anything like this, you build one chunk, clone, 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 flip, done. Way! So you can afford to be quite high detail because it's just
Yeah,
2 chunks times a billion, which is all good.
yeah. And the thing with this is when you look at it directly side on, it does this at the top and bottom, so it's very reminiscent of the new one. Like it's almost like this was inspiration for the new base star
Dun dun
because it
dun.
was.
Mm.
But no, I like the overall tankiness of it. And you sometimes saw like three of them together, and it's like you don't want to face that because thousands of Cylon fighters are coming out of those things. Like they're imposing for sure. So yeah, I love the OG stuff, Battlestar Galactica stuff. Most of it much more so than the new stuff. So
And I just went back and re-looked, and yes, one of I believe the movie, although it's kind of confusing what's a movie, what's a TV show, because they did weird releases, is in
yeah.
4K. So I added that to my Christmas list because that's amazing,
Mm.
right? See Galactica in
Mhm.
4K, rescan footage, etc. But let's end the poll. 32 votes. The question, and this did change a little bit. So in sci-fi shows and TV, do you overall prefer the alien or human? 72% say alien. Say human. Sorry,
Human, yeah.
human. That's not surprising.
Human.
So I was just thinking in my brain, oh, if only it said alien, and I said alien instead of human. But yeah, most, but there's
It's
a lot
funny.
more human ships, so it makes sense.
Yeah, it's funny for most games where you can be like an alien species. I always pick human just because I can relate. A lot of people pick alien because they can either relate to the alien or they just want to see something different and cool. Uh, and even with Star Wars games, I kind of still go with the rebellion, like the good guys, even though the Empire has like very cool ships. So, but yeah, I don't know. It's just a weird thing. So it's kind of funny that they people voted like that. Human-made ship designs represent Earth, represent. um,
Yeah, no, for me, this is. I mean, we talked a minute ago about how it doesn't feel alien. This doesn't feel alien because in that show it was robots, and there was a distinct. There's a robot show, so it feels like a factory. But
mm,
that's not the criterion we're going by, as we said. That's not the point. This is the design of alien ship. It absolutely fits. Yeah, and this is great. It holds up really well. It is a flying saucer while not at all being a flying saucer, so well done them because it absolutely elevates from that while being logical, right? It's efficient, as I said earlier about modeling it. It's the same piece cloned. Doesn't feel like that though, even though it absolutely is, and that's called good design language, right? It just
yeah.
works. And I remember seeing one of the other versions which had like a big spire, and it's ugly as hell. You need the simple mirror flipped shapes. That's what gives it the mathematical logicalness of it. I think it's as elegant than the new one because it's trying to be, or vice versa. I was trying more elegant, but they're different. This, and I wish they'd included it earlier. If this had been the tank, the other one had been the warship. They would have both had a play side by side, 100%, or hybrid versions with different colors. Yeah, it's great. It's a classic design that I think works really well. That I have nothing negative to say about because it's great. Well, no, I will say something fine. If I was to say anything, it would be they could customize each section to do something different. Not radically, but like it wouldn't be just mirrored. So you could have one be nukes, one be shields, like custom details per slab. But that might make it feel off. But that'd be the only thing I'd say.
Do you prefer it over the new base star?
It's less inspired, but it's a more warship design. It's a different question.
You
Go
say
ahead.
less inspired, but this was created out of nothing. And then you got the new Battlestar Galactica that had the original base star that went, how can we change this?
It's
Let's
very
make this
different.
one.
It's very different. Um,
So
I would be
it was
fine.
inspired in some way.
I would be fine to give this an A because I think it is an incredibly well things on. But I know there's gonna be stuff that's better, and I want to give some wiggle room because this is still a grey brick in space, just like, but it's a very, you know what I mean. I want to give some leeway for like a really cool alien design that's like, whoa,
Like two great dishes than a brick. But hey,
you know what I mean though. Like it has a
I
yeah.
feel you.
Now, were
Yeah.
you gonna say S or were you going A
No, I
anyway?
was thinking A. I was
Okay,
thinking A the whole time.
yeah.
Yeah.
I bet you thought I was gonna go B, didn't you?
I wasn't sure.
Yeah. But if you want to jump on one that's in the chat, and I will look at classics, indie, pay the pal, which you guys can do. We appreciate it as well. But yeah, if you want to put in the Farscape one, we can throw that in because that is an interesting discussion while I prep the other ones.
Farscape one.
To the right,
That's
to
the
the right.
left. To the right, to the right.
Yes.
To the right, to the right.
Moya from Farscape. Really hard to find pictures of, apparently.
Feels very fish-like.
It's a space whale.
Is it? Because I don't know. Um, Again, the organic nature of a lot of alien ship designs is very interesting. I don't know if it's because as humans we have a very instinctual like reaction to organic shapes, whether they be dangerous or friendly. Um, like I said, when this picture was shrunk on the side, it was smaller, and it literally looked like a fish to me until I expanded it. Um, but it's very. This is also looks like the Mocklin ships from Orville a little bit at the front end for sure.
Oh, I can't remember what they look like. Oh no.
It looks like this.
Oh, good. Okay.
Um, yeah, I have no problem with this. It feels alien for sure, especially with the slender segments that kind of go back and curve. Um, yeah, not quite sure what it's capable of or what it does necessarily because I can't say as I've seen it in Farscape. So it definitely has a very alien-like design, and I kind of like it. I assume that the part on the right-hand side is the front.
No, no, no.
That's the
The
back.
back is its three fin tails, and
Yeah,
when
okay.
it goes to FDL, they stretch out, and energy forms between them,
Yeah.
and then it goes forward, encompasses it, and it goes forward. So as it opens, it causes an energy plume.
So I was right. No, I was wrong.
Yeah.
The the
It's
the
a
one
space
side on the
whale with the
left is the
tails on.
front.
No, the left is the back. Space tails.
Yeah, because I said the right is the
Oh,
front.
okay. I heard the other way around. But yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say if it's the other way around, the other way is forward facing. It's very reminiscent of Nero's ship with the points at the front,
Oh,
which is not a super awesome design.
everything.
But anyway,
Yeah, Moya, space whale, living ship, bred and whatnot to be a ship that is living, and it's really a living cargo ship because the ship wants to live and so it protects itself better. And I don't remember. It's been a long time since I watched the show properly, but I think they were naturally evolved, and that's interesting. They weren't like this version was modified because they like um put control codes on it, etc., to control it very literally. But corridors are organic, you know. I mean, just really brilliant sets. And what it could do, ultra fast, no weapons. That's a huge part of the show. No Leviathan can have weapons as a whole. They're basically Gormagandas, but slightly more mechanized and then like living organic tech. And I think they do say in the show that its FTL called Starburst is basically one of the most fast things in the galaxy in terms of speed. And so that's why they harvested them and got them, because like we can use these to do things just by, brutalizing them.
that's awful.
Yeah.
So are those windows on the side then?
No. No. I don't think we ever see windows. Huh.
Okay,
I
they're
never
just
thought about that.
markings.
Yeah, well, the whole hull like does things when it goes into FTL because it's like a whole big. It does a whole thing. For me, classic, nice. I like other ships in the show better, but it is a distinct, definitive, and it is the fact that you got all of the subtext from the design showed how successful it is. Is it
Mhm.
radical? No. Is it nice? Yes. I would still say a C though, because I think it's really solid, but it's missing the extra snaz of B. I could be convinced, but
Hmm.
it's cohesive. But I'm not. I don't know. What do you think?
I was originally thinking B, but you know the ship much better, so I
Well, but
will.
but if you like it strongly, like I say, I'm in between. If the design you think is that strong, B. But I think it's a very high C, but I'm missing a little bit of B.
No, I think C's very appropriate. Classic for real, $5. For the love of KLS, check your PayPal. Thank you.
There's the PayPal.
That's the PayPal one.
White
Uh,
base from God from Gundam Seed, and then a various comment that I'm not going to read. Yes.
so this just reminds me of like Fortress Maximus, the Transformer. 'Cause when he transforms into city mode, his got the two legs like that. This is very anime. And
Yeah.
is it alien? Because I don't know. Is it just mech based, like
Well, we can
human mech based?
take his word on it, right? Non-human mech.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It seems very human. There's a lot of human elements, including like horizontal or
It could be
vertical
robot made,
stabilizers.
like the like Transformers ships, right? Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's quite an interesting design. I'd like to see what it transforms into, but um, I think I think it's successful in what it's doing, I guess. I don't know the purpose of it. Looks like it might be like a carrier of some kind that launches smaller ships out. I don't know. Um, just feels very, 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 very human to me. Um,
Animes tend to be about humans, so
mhm. Yeah, that's all I got.
yeah, I mean, it is alien looking in the sense it's weird, right?
Hmm.
But it feels like it's not a bad thing. Feels like they just took the Sphinx and said make a ship around it,
Yeah, kind of.
right? Like that's the brutal art design I get. That said, I like the wings, I like the colors. I don't know which way it goes. I assume the left is the front, but it could be
Yes.
either. There's no windows, there's no scaling. Maybe a window at the top that's a scale, but I really can't tell. At least it's not a grey brick; it's a white brick. But I would say straight to D, and that is me saying because I like the colors and the little detailing, but it's an overall bit of a mess. But I don't think it's F worthy because I think there's gonna be everything worse that we might get soon.
Great. Yeah, I was thinking D as well.
Yeah.
All right, D it is. Sorry, classic for real.
And his second option on PayPal, because it's City Man, is the Starship Troopers ship, which of course were designed by humans, so it gets an instant F.
As I didn't want to see that again anytime soon based on our last live.
Instant F because it's human.
Perfect.
Aliens.
So do we have the MacArthur from the moat in God's Eye? Because that's in his
Yes, that
super
was
chat.
this thing.
Oh,
Which I had no idea. I've done a particular bit of searching. So there's three possible designs, but this I thought was the most cohesive of it. This is
this
this is just a Gene Roddenberry design that I actually was told to use for a fan film once. So we built one. Thanks, Adrian.
I was good. I was just about to say this feels like box art for like Starfleet Battles supplement or something out of the spaceflight chronology. So
And it's good art. Give them all credit. It's got nice.
yeah. Don't know anything about it. Design wise,
Did you
it's
recognize this design
interesting.
though?
I don't know.
Oh, really? Okay. So, as far as I remember from back in the day, this is a thing that Gene Roddenberry had designed for another one of his projects. And that's why when I was asked to use it, it was still part of Gene's brain and Gene's logic, but not Trek. And I believe it appears in some beta canon novel or something on the front cover, one of those classic like shared universe.
Yeah.
Let's grab this. So it is a Trek lore-ish ship, and we built a reasonably nice replica considering. How the hell do we? Why do we use it? Oh, it's a fighter that chases them at the end, which makes no sense now I think about it. Doesn't really connect. Oh.
Okay, well, he does say it is, yes, in fact, a Roddenberry design. So, um, for me, it's at least a D if it is in fact Alien. If it's,
Oh no.
well, where would you put it?
Oh, definitely a D. But like, he said at least, you know, you may sound like, but I'll go F. I mean, I can be convinced to say a C, like a lowest C, but I've also used it, so I have a little bit of personal preference to it. A little bit of preference. But
I'm gonna give it D. I'm
yeah.
gonna give it the D. I was gonna say if it's human based, it's definitely an F. But if it's alien, I'll give it the D.
I do like it though as a general design. But yeah, I like Moya better and I like Independence Day better. So now contrasts are appearing, right?
Yeah. Sergeant Montgomery, $2. SG-1 Asgard O'Neill class, 2Ls in O'Neill. Yeah.
The
Yeah, we've looked at
second
this one before.
Asgard ship. Yep.
Yeah, I do like this design. It's kind of bold for just its design choices. Got some aggressive looking, I suppose those are weapons on the front. I can't remember, but it's definitely a unique design, and I think that's a good thing when it comes to alien ships, as opposed to just, the standard layout for a ship configuration. This does not have that, and definitely is a unique thing that would look amazing from multiple angles. And yeah, I think it's a fantastic ship design.
Yeah, not like the rest of this list.
No.
Already it stands out. Using Norse Norse mythology.
North myth. Shit, I mean it. Norse
Norse mythology.
mythology.
Thank you. So it's super distinct. It's not like the best design ever, but yeah, in this category, and I've seen a few of these, it's definitely bold, interesting. The real studio model, which I've not personally seen, but I'd love to see it. Wink, wink, hint, hint, please. Someone tell me. Is reflective and nice, and it's a very, very. This is dirtier than the real one. It's clean, it's straightforward, it's nice. It feels sleek and punchy, right? So I like it for that. I think I prefer Bliskner, and we'll see if Stu does if anyone wants to put it in. But I think Bliskner is a nicer design, but I think they had more pressure with that. For me, I'd go B, but a high B. I think it doesn't hit A because I don't love it. Love it. I like things more. What do you think?
I was thinking an A myself, but
Let's comprise B, and if you like Bliskner worse, we'll move it to A.
okay.
If someone puts in Bliskner. And Classic is also put in 2 from the chat, so we have 2 chat slots. I will look for 2 in the chat while you throw in the next one, which should be Aussies, which should be very, very quick.
Yeah, Aussie, there's in $2. Eagle 5 from Spaceballs, which is not an alien design.
So instant F.
It's an instant F. Yep. Because while they're not technically human, because they're from a different galaxy or whatever, there's still, it's just a fucking Winnebago.
Yeah,
that was made by humans. Come on now.
Yeah, that was our distinct. Read the title, but thank you. Sergeant Montgomery never understood why there's so many windows with only one Asgard controlling the ship. I mean, in fairness, one Asgard was the minimum crew, right? I'm sure it had a big crew if they wanted to.
Yeah. All right, Matt Yarrington, $5. Mon Calamari MC-80A Heavy Star Cruiser. That is Calamari from Star Wars. There it is. Hold on, I'm just gonna move that to the back.
Pause. Bit of a Dale Mac 3. This is a little while ago because I'm scrolling up. I did a poll which people are voting on. Question was, who has better alien ship designs, Stargate or Babylon 5? Both known for a lot of ships, right? Who would you say has more ships, Babylon 5 or Stargate?
Oh, first reaction would be Babylon 5.
Mine as well. Loads of ships. But Dale says, bad poll. Stargate had more ships and better storyline. Babylon 5 was all about the station, didn't see many ships. They had so many spaceships in Babylon 5. Every race had like 3 different ships to their name, at least 2. Minbari had like 5. The station always had ships going around it. Every new movie introduced new ships. Every new season introduced new ships. Bears had new ships. Stargate, lots of ships too. And they progressed by like 6 seasons and 4 ship designs, maybe 5. Then we started getting random ones. But
Yeah.
B5 had, you got at least 30 or, I mean, you know, I not know them, but 30 or 40 or 50 ship designs were very distinct. And the station always had stuff around it. Like SG1 is not the ship show. Now, if you include Atlantis and Universe, fine, we're up in the scale. But no, I'd say Babylon 5 is significantly more ship based because, you know, it's a ship show, not a planet show.
Mm-hmm.
So, called out. No, bad to you. Bad to you in the studio.
So, the Mon Calamari ship, I have a hard time seeing as an alien ship. I get it. It's the Mon Calamari. They're squids. I get it. However, I grew up with this thing in Star Wars where it's just part of the rebellion fleet. So it's hard for me to wrap my head around that it's alien, but it absolutely is. Um, all that being said, this has got probably the most organic vibe we've got from these ships today. If we just scale this down, take a
I mean,
look.
the Cylon's pretty organic, but in a structured way.
Yeah, and the
Like
one from
everything's
Lilo
kind of.
and Stitch too.
I mean, also the
Um,
Wraith is literally an organic ship. But
I know, but this is smooth surfaces. It's rounded. It feels more like a moon surface than anything else,
sure.
really, with the texturing on it. There's no real greeblies. There's nothing that looks harsh.
Yeah.
You got a little docking bay on each side with the little force field. Um, this is actually a pretty fantastic design.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm this is the problem I have with these ranked things. It's just it's hard to really find the slot it should go into. Um, it does feel unique out of most of the ones we've looked at today.
It's closest to the Roger Young, which is a weird
I was
comparison.
just fucking looking at that, thinking that,
But
yeah,
that's not in the rankings. It's got enough. It's fine. Sure.
go ahead, continue. I don't know what else I have to say right now.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's part of the human fleet, but entirely not human. Get over yourself. Yep, fair. 100%. No, it's great. It's simple. It avoids the issues of other ships. It's not particularly interesting, but it does a lot of character, which is an achievement. But I mean, if you compare it to various designs, I wouldn't say it's inspired, but I'd say it's smart. Right?
Mm,
It sells
yeah.
you this is a giant capital ship, big, bulky. My brain goes to maybe those like raised bulbous areas are weapons or tech does something like I see logic in it, but I don't think it's higher than a C because I think everything in B and A is just a better design overall. It's a cool design. It's a great design styles. Yes, I think they're just more interesting designs.
Mm, yeah.
And I like the ones with the fin more anyway. The side fins. I've always liked them on the home one.
Yeah.
This is just a stick. And boy, the fan home model, lovely fan home, trash. Cause it's tight like the Enterprise Z, right, from Eaglemoss. It's so long. There's always nothing in the box.
Mm,
Like it takes up so little of the space that you're thinking, oh, I paid some money for that, huh? Cool, 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 cool. So yeah, that's my vote. All respect to it, but yeah,
yeah. And kind of goes with the things in C. Like, let's be honest, they all kind of have that same vibe.
yeah. Which we do find sometimes. There seems to be just there becomes a pattern.
C for calamari,
Yeah.
I guess.
But I
Uh,
found 2 from the chat. I had to go up a little bit to find some distinct options. I'm gonna do one chap asked for the Shadow Vessel from Babylon 5. So I've had 2 Babylon 5s right into the pot. Very, very different. Your thoughts on the Shadow Vessel?
Again, very urchin-like or insectoid kind of vibe. Lots of legs, lots of antenna. It instills something in humans that is like repulsive. So very successful. Plus, it's dark patterning against a space sky. Um, Very hard to see. So it's one of those things that feels like one of those little centipedes, the house centipedes that like eat spiders and shit, and they have all the legs and all the little things sticking out. Just instills creepiness, right? So yeah, very successful alien design. What does it all do? I don't know. Um, yeah, I think for an alien design, this is like top tier alien design language because it's not a conventional ship design that you would think of. So yeah,
So glad you said that because my gut is S straight out the gate,
me too.
which just seems odd considering it's not like, but at the same time, it kind of is. It's super simple, but while still having lots of creative flair to it. Because it could have just been basic. And yeah, the fact that it instills something new, it's primal, it's simple, and in the show, it's amazing, right? It's brutal and horrifying and pew pew and you know, the sound effect as you remember, the screech. It's visceral and effective, and some ships we've looked at previously in these grand reviews we do, we've said cool design too much like the thing it's trying to be. Like that's too much like a bird or a bug, right? This is not that while still being clearly a spider. So it achieves the sci-fi ness. We're not losing the alienness. So I think this should be the S because it's just a true spark of genius.
Yeah, totally agree with you on that. Since yeah, as soon as it came up, I'm like alien design S. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Okay, nice.
And classic for real, $7, rounding out Ozzy's super, plus the Autobot ship from Dark of the Moon, added $10 in PayPal for chat's choice.
Which we also did. I'll do the second chat in a minute. But there's Dark of the Moon. This is a ship.
It's
Tried to
hard to
find a
see with
yeah,
without it with the transparency.
yeah.
Um, okay. Look, I love Transformers, y'all. I do. Uh, Michael Bay though, kind of fucked him, but that's okay. Yeah, this feels sufficiently alien enough. It's got a lot going on. Um, and like I said, it's really hard to see with the. There we go. A lot of well, when you think Michael Bay Transformers, you think a lot of moving parts, and I assume it's been a while since I've seen the movie. But you can imagine a lot of the things on this kind of like quivering or moving to like indicate something going on. I think it's a very alien enough design, and it's busy. There's a lot going on, greebly wise, but that helps it, I think, immensely. Uh, I just gotta decide where I want to put it. You talk about it for a second. Maybe you can and spark something.
I'm kind of glad that we didn't get. There's either this or the Jatari ship. That from this kind of thing, um, you remember the Jatari ship, the big whale thing in Avengers that Hulk punches.
Yes. Yeah.
It's not the same, but it feels very very similar. So
It
one or the
does.
other. This came first. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a tricky one because it is definitely a robot spaceship, but at the same time, you could just say it was a spaceship. So it kind of does the assignment, yet doesn't. It's both very generic and very high poly. It is alien and horrible, yet being simple and basic. I don't think it's inspired very much, but it's certainly intimidating, and I wouldn't want to see it in the sky. And most of these have not been intimidating, except the
Yeah.
shadow. So, and if you're going for alien, they've achieved something there. I don't love it though. What do you think? Because you're the Transformers guy, so what would you vote?
I'd vote a B at least. Um,
I was gonna say C, but hey, if you like it that much, I'll give you a Transformers veto because you are welcome to.
um, Actually, no, I think you are right because again, it fits the vibe of the C category, and I don't know quite why. Well, the shape. I mean, yeah, that's. I'm gonna put it in C for now. We'll see if. Pardon the pun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't disagree with you. I don't disagree with you
Yeah.
as much as I'd like to.
I know.
Okay.
Really interesting list so far. This has really gone a different place. But the other fan suggestion, which happened a bit earlier, another for Babylon 5, because, a lot of alien ships. This is the Minbari fighter. The
Love the
Tri-Wing.
Minbari. This is just they turned this into a TIE fighter for Christ's sakes. Uh, but the organic nature, the patterning on it, the modeling of it, not modeling, but mottling of the texture to give that organic kind of sea creature vibe, uh, absolutely works. The roundness of everything, it doesn't feel like something that a human would design or make, honestly. It's got an aggressive stance and look to it. Wouldn't want to see this coming at me because how many of those things shoot? I don't know, but you don't want to find out. So yeah, this is quite an impressively cool design. I love the tri nature of it, like the 3 points. Just it's a good look. It's a good look and agile. I'm sure fantastic in motion. Like it's dynamic too with the way it's designed and it can move. Like yeah, perfect.
Well, you always say fast standing still.
Yeah,
100%, right? 100%.
yeah.
Yeah, it's good. I think it is. It's missing something, or maybe because it's so repeated shapes from being like, right? But I do think it's very solid. It's very different to the other two Minbari ships that we saw previously, so it has a nice distinct vibe. It's not the shuttle, it's not the warship, another cool thing. Yeah, it doesn't feel like we'd ever create it. It, it, it feels like Squid People made it from the planet Ector, like it's which is great. So yeah. So I think in this ranking, I would give it an A. Because I think, even though I said what I said, I think it's incredibly cohesive.
Yeah.
It has unique flourishes, and it does it very good in motion. Whereas like the Wraith is good, but it's missing something. The I think this one kind of like it. Yeah, it doesn't get the S because that's like really, really, really special. But I think it's really effective at what it's trying to be.
Yeah, all I saw was TIE Fighter when it first came in because
Or the TIE Defender with the multiple.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, 100%.
Huh.
And guys, remember, Stuart's only got 15, 16 minutes, so throw them in right now, and we can get. I mean, spam us with ideas, and then we'll get them to the board so we can get some more S's. So I'd love some S's, Stuart. I would love some S's. But we've got the other suggestion, which was this is another classic one on the PayPal. Romulan TOS. I know, some TOS love.
Romulan bird of prey.
It'd be alien.
It do be alien. And it's a great ship. I love the design. I love the look. Although that being said, if you ever get a model of one, good fucking luck displaying it and having it look good. Because from straight on, not so great. From the side, not so great. Got to get that bottom shot of the bird because that's what really stands out. And anyway, that's why my Franklin Mint one's like on one of the top shelves of the display case in my ready room because you look up and you see the bird. It's great. Um, mixed with all these other ones though, like we're so used to talking about Star Trek. I just my okay, let's see.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Okay, so the problem in this lineup is that humans could make it easily and then add a bird to it. Right? It's very relatable. Doesn't make it
Yeah.
bad. It's just in this, it's not necessarily in like it's not an S, I think, straight out the gate, because that's just a cooler design.
Mhm.
They're not as detailed as A, but it's so classically effective. Now the fact we only saw it in Bounce Terror really, which shows how much legacy it's got, right? I would probably, don't punch me, say B.
No, I was thinking B2. B
Okay.
for bird.
Yeah. Yeah. If we saw it more, if it did a few more things, if it had a, I mean, if it landed, like things that we saw it do a bit more, to make it cooler and have it of a vibe. But yeah, a very respectful B.
Yes.
Goodness. You thought you were gonna make Stuart say harsh things, and no, it all went well.
We put it on the board before we even read the super chat for it. That's
Oh,
it
of
for real
course.
$5. Okay, my compulsiveness compels me. Circa 2260s Romulan Warbird.
Perfect.
Uh, Kai L. Wong,
Good to see you.
5 pounds. Hero ship in battle beyond the stars. Oh yes. The Mandalorian ship, the Firefly, the boob ship. Yeah, yeah, it's modeled after a naked woman, and that's quite evident. So, a lot of nice curves on this ship. Very alien-like hammerhead, though, which is a cool look. Wow. Yeah, I don't know, man. So many ship designs came after this that emulated it,
Hmm.
but not the boob part. And you gotta love it, because boobs. All right.
I do hear they're good.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Um,
I mean, it's damn distinct,
yes.
and it is damn interesting. I mean, there are choices being made on this design that you would not normally choose to choose.
Yeah.
Okay, what are we comparing it to? Because it's good. Like it's daft, but it's alien. It's alien. It's odd. It's shockingly consistent design language wise. I'm saying it's higher than C because I think it's better than those
Yeah.
designs in terms of coolness and consistency. And it seems so silly to put in B, but that's higher than C. So,
I kind of want to give it an A if I'm honest
oh,
for the texturing on it.
how
Like
many
it's
people just threw drinks at their TV? That's such a wonderful remark. I know what
look,
you mean
look
though.
at like it's so organically shaped,
Yep.
and yet it looks like it's made of some kind of funky material. Like it doesn't feel like the Mon Calamari cruiser, which is also organically shaped, but you see more panel details on that one. This is a much smaller ship, so I mean,
Yeah.
I get it, but I think it's just talking to my ape brain, and my like subconscious is
Mommy.
going boobies. So yeah, I'm gonna say A for this one.
I think I'm gonna have to agree, and as odd as that sounds, I think it's shockingly cohesive a design. Maybe it's a good angle, maybe it's daft, but it is a shockingly just it just is an alien design that works.
You know who? Oh, I don't know if they designed it, but they worked on the model. James Cameron. Before he was a director, he
Ah,
worked on that movie as part of the
nice.
was it models or special effects?
Talented mofo, that guy.
Yep. All right.
Engraved says, "Is it lower than the Minbari ship?" If we had to say,
Slightly, yes.
yeah, it's more interesting, but it's less cohesive than a Minbari. Different sides of the coin, right?
Yeah.
Which is
Feels like a
nice.
wooden sculpture. Like it's yeah, I don't know. Anyway, moving
Now,
on.
10 more minutes, guys. I want to put more Stargate ships. I'd love to do more Stargate debate because that is always fun.
Sean Waslau Holdren, $2. Andorian Kamari class battlecruiser.
A classic.
Yes.
And it is really interesting. And thanks, I was putting Star Trek at the end, so we have lots of comparison points because that's a really interesting way of putting these in.
Again, this one though just feels this absolutely feels like one of the Battlestar Galactica fleet ships. Like the shapes are just so Battlestar. Um, I've never really been a huge fan of the Andorian cruisers. They look like they look like used model parts that have just been kit bashed together essentially from different scaled ships that are the same ship. It's a really weird feeling. It also feels like it could be a weapon of some kind, like a hand weapon. So it says too much to me from other things like Battlestar Galactica, like hand weapon, like it just I'd never got a cohesiveness from it. And the little pod things on the side just feel like the front section that have just been rescaled and attached on. It just eh, I don't there's no real redeeming qualities in this one for me.
It does look sleek in motion.
Sure. Yeah.
That was a begrudging acceptance. Yeah, I mean, this definitely, again, contrast. It's. I buy this more as a warship than other things we've seen because it's simple, cohesive, sleek, low mission profile, great emotion. Is it interesting? No, not really. But is it doing what it's
Yeah.
trying to do? Yes. I would have liked to have seen more like blue elements, given because Android not needed, but I would like to have seen it. But there's nothing wrong with it. It's just, especially in this list of creativity, you know, John's churning out things, right? Totally good design, but I would say C at best.
I was gonna say D.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, the creativity for me, the creativity of the Independence Day is better.
Yes.
Ooh, okay, okay. We learn things,
Okay.
right? That's the joy of
Sure.
this.
I mean, yeah. I don't usually learn anything, but that's okay.
As you know, we are the definitive listing, so.
Oh yeah, this cannot change. It's locked in unless you get super chat to change it. Um,
But then you'll be part of the definitive system, right?
Perfect. Classic for real, $5. Thanks for the suggestion, Sam. The Jatari ship
Yep.
thing from Avengers thing.
Dum 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 dum. Yes.
Yes, very. I don't know what vibe this is giving off, whether it's sea creature, dinosaur,
Yes. That is the
and the
answer.
way they move for a ship, it's very snake-like. It's got a strange propulsion system, which is very organic, which is cool to see, honestly. Um, for me, it's more alien of a design than the Decepticon or the Transformers ship we have here, which was in C.
Yeah, I thought they're more similar, but now comparing, they're really not.
Yeah, oh, I know why you said it though,
Yeah.
but yeah,
This is so interesting because now it's a space whale they put shit on, isn't it? It's actually not a spaceship. It's a space whale they put shit on,
it
which is very interesting, but really doesn't come across in the film that much because my memory
if
goes back and thinks something else. But
yeah, it feels like a prehistoric shark. It's kind of got like a weird kind of
prehistoric shark, prehistoric shark. Is
got
it?
kind of a weird like goblin shark mouth that
Yeah,
comes out kind of vibe.
but it has to be. It has to count because Moya was also a ship living. This is more of a living thing. I mean, design-wise, that looks amazing, but I think it's just a whale with shit on. I think that's what this is. I'm gonna let you place its jerks. I don't think I'll be as kind as I would have been when I started, not realizing it was just a shark.
Well,
Oh, Dale
unfortunately,
looks like my mum when she's pissed off. Oh,
unfortunately, I'm going to give it a B because I like it better than the Decepticon ship, the Transformer ship.
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily said that, but I know it is more character than everything in C. So I know why you said that. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, and just the way it moves adds a little something extra alien to it. So
100%. Bam. Okay, nice.
classic for real, $5. The Voss ship. You know which one I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. City ship.
That's we're just now in Star Trek land. Dun dun dun. Voss City ship. I'm just gonna be harsh right off the bat, and this deserves a D.
It doesn't look very inspired compared to the ones we just looked at. It's a giant grey brick with nice curves.
I mean, the size is impressive, but you don't get a sense of size from this image for sure.
I know people love it. It's not my favorites in Voyager. I mean, I would assume you would even vote Dauntless above this in terms of design language that you like. My Dauntless, well, Voyager's Dauntless. Surely. No, really?
Maybe a sliver. I don't know. I hate the Dauntless in Voyager. Come on.
That's why I was trying. That's why I thought you were gonna jump in. Yeah, I think it's a D for me. It's absolutely fine, but it's just not winning any.
It's smoothed out Star Destroyer. Exactly. Yeah, you're right.
I've never thought that, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry, classic,
Uh
but
it's so funny. The Mon Calamari is both simpler but just more cohesive. Oh man. Yeah, wow. Gosh, 2 Trek. See? Bias? What bias?
you mean 3 Trek because classic for real $5. Anorax's time ship.
Well, that's not a D though, is it? Surely. As I meant, 3 and 2 and D. Like, so we're not biased.
Yeah. So Anorax's time ship.
I love this one, so I'm gonna be very. I think this is fantastic. I mean, I know it's just like tuning forks with the end, but it's so inspired. Every part of it is different. The crystal's amazing. The effect's amazing. The pin's amazing. It's all across the board a tremendous design that's so definitive and iconic. I would
A.
say, yeah, easy A, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's super good as a design. And it's not. I mean, I know it's Babylon 5-esque, but like it also isn't. It's both. It's just really creative and interesting, and yeah, great job, Rick. But Rick's a clever guy, so yeah, 100%.
Oh, and then classic again. Good God. $5. Okay, fine.
See,
Stargate Goa'uld shuttle thingy.
yes,
So this thing to
cargo
me,
ship. Yes,
yeah, this thing always looks like a thorn.
a
Just looks like a
thorn.
thorn from a rose bush. Like, yeah, it's got the same shape.
Okay.
It's and oh my God, the markings on this super reminiscent of the Independence Day ship we've already looked at. I think that's one of the reasons I said that about the Independence Day ship, that it kind of gives us off a Stargate vibe because of the markings. Uh, no, unique shuttle design for sure. I guess it's a ship, but something about it always looks odd to me. And I think it's because it looks like it has a carapace or a shell that's encompassing the actual ship underneath, but it's very alien. So, yep, that's my thoughts.
I mean, I'm very biased on this ship because I love it. I mean, this would be an S from me in terms of like personal preference.
Hmm.
So I think she's just absolutely fantastic. She's great in every episode. She's super alien. It's super weird but consistent. The design language is just super. Like, where'd you come up with this, right? Like,
I don't know.
and I know you'll appreciate this. The concept art is almost one for one this, so they just follow the concept art versus changing it. CG people knowing better. It's just super close. I love the rings. I love the whatever. I'm fine with being an A though. If you genuinely disagree, but I mean it's such a. I just think it's so. For me, I love it so much. I'm gonna vote A.
That's
Sorry.
fine.
Okay.
This is fine. All
Okay.
right, last one. Then I gotta go.
Yes.
But Kyle Wong, £5. The last star. Well, it's the gun star.
And it is
So
not human, so you did get in there. It's absolutely fair.
it's true. It's true.
Totally fair.
Honestly, this is kind of an ugly design. Much as I love the
Oh.
last Starfighter, the cockpit doesn't seem to fit with the rest of the design language. But that being said, it is
Yeah.
because it is on a gimbal essentially.
Yeah.
Um, and gotta love all the moving panels. The Death Blossom is just amazing. The thrusters like the power behind those is super impressive. So, um, hmm, hmm, it's a fighter too. I don't know. What are your thoughts on this one?
I mean, it's very good. I mean, it's one of those things that is kind of cheating because we said it's a human fighter. It isn't, but it's such a good design, so well thought out, so neat. Alien, no, but that's not what we're judging. I'd say design it should be an A. I think it's really good. and the oddities come together to make it work.
Mm-hmm.
I will just say that. Do you agree? Because that's a bit of a weird, high option, but I think it just works.
It does. It's always kind of bugged me, the design, though, because it just something feels off about it. And I think it is the disparity between the cockpit elements and the back elements. But
Yeah.
yeah. All right, I gotta go though,
No.
sadly. So
Well, I will address this last one when you pop off, and good luck with whatever you're doing. Have a good one, and see you tomorrow for Things and Bobs, Stuart. Oh no, you'll see us. They'll see you tomorrow for Things and Bobs.
yes, and I'll see you early morning.
Yes, you are. Woo!
Good God, what a nightmare that is. Anyway, I'm sorry. Matt Yarrington, sorry, I gotta go, but hopefully Sam will treat yours very well.
Have a good one,
Until
Stuart.
next,
Good luck.
until next time. Bye.
Bye. Will that load up? Come on, you. Give me the old there I am. Hello. Hello there. Alright, last one. Let's just there we go. Reframe. Ah, what a pleasant image there. Alright, so, and I have not seen this one before, so that is interesting in and of itself. And thank you all for the super chats. We absolutely, rely on these to do what we do. So appreciate all of you for having the interaction and the ideas we don't think of, because we could pick whoever we wanted and we would not come up with half of these, and I absolutely love that. All right, so this one, I hope it's the right one, so do let me know if it is, because this is new to me. Chris, Matt Yarrington, $5. Thank you so much. And guys, $2 would get to a goal. Just saying, $2. Just saying. Chris Foss's Dune Guild Tug concept design for complicated names, never realized Dune movie adaptation. See, that I love the fact that you guys throw in stuff like that, because it's such a great thing to throw in. Wow. So this is a tug design. I mean, it looks like the data, that thing, the finger trap kind of thing. It's a bird, multicolored bird with giant cannons. I meant to be are they meant to be like tractor beams or physical things to tug you in with the tractor beams? I mean, it's definitely distinct. That's such a weird one, isn't it? And why have such a literal bird? I mean, it doesn't not work, but it doesn't not work because it's a bit silly, right? It's a bit silly. Yeah. What's the story behind this one then? Oh. I mean, I'm not placing. I'm just moving to the side. I mean, it's more interesting than everything in D, right? Like, fundamentally, and it is Alien. It's so unique in this. That's a hell of a pick, sir. That's a hell of a pick. Okay, where would you guys place it? Where would you guys place it? Because my gut said C, because it's so weird and wonderful. Ships go, well, yeah, I assume it's a tug, so it pulls. So it's more like a Hoover, or what do you call it? Like a Dyson, but classic. That's a stuff. No, it's humans definitely built that. Humans built Horizon. But just for that, I'll do the other thumbnail ship, because no one put that in. No one puts the thumbnail ships in. I don't know why. Halo, the Halo, one of the Covenant ships. Also, I'll read the poll while we are here. 39 votes. Who has better alien ship designs? Stargate wins with 59%. Yay, Stargate. But Babylon 5, 41%. Interesting. Yes, Gorgonzola a bit. See, I know why you guys are saying F, but it's so odd and alien, right? Halo, I like their ship designs. They're different. They are organic. They're giant. kind of there's a not beetle, but scarab-ish esque. They're none of my favorites particularly, although I kind of like the classic. Seriously, I like the dropship quite a bit for just I think nostalgia. Matt, my pick's going to see. Really? Which ones did you pick again? That's funny. That's okay. Consistency. I would give this particular one. Also a C. I think it's Winter in the Mon Calamari, but less detailed. Interesting. I know Stuart didn't fight me on the cargo ship. We probably would have had it been an earlier one. Oh yeah, engraved there are. But that particular Covenant was what I went for the thumbnail. I mean, I could make better ships. And there you go, guys. So tune in tomorrow for Stuart's first reaction of Strange New Worlds Season 3. I have to think about that for a second. Season 3, episode. Are we on 5 yet? Well, I hope not on 5 yet. That'd be crazy. Yes? Yes. Yes. Yes? Probably? Yeah. Wow, 5. Goodness. Episode 5, as he reviews it. First reaction style. Oh, Dale, yeah. Better ships, not more ships. Right? Better, but not more. There's definitely more ships in Babylon 5, but there's a lot of less good ships. I think Stargate has just in general better designs because they put more time into each one, I would say. But that says less of them in general. So you know, plus I mean, how can you beat other ships? It's fantastic. So yeah, tune in for Stuart's first reaction live tomorrow, and our joint live reaction on Friday. And guys, my next Star Trek fan film will come out this weekend. It is that is a spoiler that I put into the box. Oops. Nope, that's still a spoiler. That is from a fan film that hasn't come out yet. Yes, if you want to see the fan film, it is a film involving the Star Trek 3 storyline, kind of. Goes before, after, etc. And it is a documentary, as I do sometimes. People have heavily requested doing a Wrath of Khan era film. And this one in particular, we are hoping that you guys, the general audience will come in and watch this at the weekend and share. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. It was a lot of work to make, a lot of fun to make, and quite a satisfying film to watch, especially if you like Star Trek 3. So do watch The Great Experiment this weekend. Not many days away. If you want to, enjoy if you can. Gosh, I look serious, but it's a very serious film. At least my role in it. So thank you all, guys. Appreciate you very, very much joining us. Join Stuart tomorrow. Us both on Saturday, Friday, and then Saturday, etc. You know the job. You know the rules. So until then, he was Captain Foley. He's me as Commander Mark Davis. And thank